The doggies are all in the truck. The truck is all loaded. And this is our third attempt. Mine and Ruby's third attempt. Sheila's second attempt to go camping. So we're sitting in the driveway getting ready to start up, go get gas, and then we'll be on the road. And I probably won't film anymore until we get to a section of the road called the Devil's Tail, which is something like 190 curves and 11 miles. It was pouring rain last time we went on it. Quite an exciting ride. I hope it's not raining today, because it's a spectacular road. Alright, we're off. Okay, finally on the road. I planned on being out of here by 8:30. It's now 8:55. Apparently all those FedEx and Amazon vans that are parked at the fairgrounds all needed gas this morning, so I had to go to multiple gas stations to find a place where it wasn't jammed up with a hour-long wait to get to a pump. Anyways, we're on the road, 25 minutes late. It's not too bad. Gas was $2.25. It was a Sunoco. Got all the cash I need to pay for the campground. And we're starting out with sunny skies. It's supposed to rain like crazy down here today. Yesterday was a frog strangler. That storm popped up, little bitty thunder cell, and then it lasted for hours. There was all kinds of power. The traffic lights are out and several major intersections, tree limbs and stuff all down. Apparently they had hail and everything else. We didn't get anywhere where I live, but okay, that's it. I'm gonna turn the camera off until we get up to that Devil's Tail, because it's pretty much boring interstate driving between here and there. 265 miles to where we're going, which is to a place where there's no cell phone service. Only one radio station. Alright, talk to you later. Bye. Okay, well, we're sitting here waiting at the light. We're going to take a ride out of here. We stopped here last time. Only it wasn't 89 degrees, it was pouring rain. This road I'm fixing to turn onto is called the Devil's Tail. You can actually Google it. It's Highway 221, Lake Tahoma Road. In fact, I'm not going to film until we get past the actual lake itself, because that's when all the curves start. We're going to go up in elevation 2,500 feet. I'll go over 100 curves and maybe actually be less than 11 miles. And when we did it before, it was very exciting. But it was also pouring rain, as you can see from the last video. So I'm going to stop recording until we actually get to the lake. Okay, I'm going to drive through. I don't think anybody's up here. Self-service pay station. That's for the pavilion. There's another place. This is where we were. The pavilion's back off to the right. Oh. If they would just make roads out of the same thing they make speed bumps out of. Okay. This right here is where we were parked before. So I'm gonna go up there. No pets or glass. That's the swimming hole right there. It looks a little bit more crowded than it did the last time. I know some of these campsites. I think this is the one we were parked in. So all these down here are full. This is not boding well for our camping trip. Everybody's down here. Alright, I'm gonna quit filming because I gotta stop here and see the camp host. Come on, turn off. Okay, here's our spot. There's the main entrance right here. All of those places are taken. This is the best of what's left. And we just did get in here because there's other people coming. The guy said he expects this place to be packed. So that's reasonably flat for the tent. There's the highway. That's the only part I'm not gonna like. But there's people camped right across the road, and I suspect speed limit's 35, but they ain't doing 35 through here. And the lady let these two in the office when we were paying, and Sheila got wrapped around the table leg, and when I bent down to try and untangle her, I threw my back out, so I can hardly move right now. So I'm going to sit down with these guys and rest a minute. Then I'm going to tie them. Guess I'll tie them to that pole, and then go round and round the pole, and I'll put their water at the edge. I'll do that here in a minute. It's 10 degrees cooler here than it was down in Charleston. An easy 10 degrees, but it is very humid. They call this Carolina hemlocks because of all these trees. It's a beautiful campground, but I guess it's not like the old days or rainy days. You really do have to make reservations. Anyways, truck seemed to make it up here just fine. So I'm gonna sign off and get busy setting up camp here. Oh, there we go. 2 doggies and a tent. My back is killing me. It's taken 3 times as long to put this up because I can't hardly bend down, stand up. I may have to wait till tomorrow to do the rest of it. Well, the camping trip is over. One night with these dogs in a tent is enough. Let's see if I can bring you up to speed. I told you I threw my back out because Sheila got herself tangled up around the desk in the office when we were paying, and I bent down and I don't know, but I couldn't get up. I had to have help to get up off the floor. So a 15-minute job to set up the tent took over 2 hours. I'm in excruciating pain. I drove down the road to a little store down there that we passed on the way in, and $17 for some Motrin and something to eat it with. These dogs do not like being in the woods. You can't take them for a walk because that's normally what I do when my back goes out. They end up tangled and tripping me, and last night some red car came driving through and Sheila saw it, started growling, and she took off and was fighting me, trying to go after that car. She ended up pulling herself out of the harness. I had to tackle her because she was free, no tags, no nothing. I had to tackle her, tie a leash around her neck while I got the harness back on, and then I cinched it up as tight as I could get it. And she still wanted to go after that car. I have no idea what the car was. Maybe it's the same kind of car that her previous owners had. I don't know. But in the tent, They had a doggy bed in there. I brought their doggy bed and all kinds of stuff for them to sleep on. Where'd they want to sleep? On my head. Then you try and move one of them off and the other one would get up. She'd go round and round and round the tent. And that's the way it went all night long. It seems like everybody around here that doesn't have a muffler on their truck likes to come by and gun the engine as they go past this campground. It's been a miserable night. I think it was probably about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Both dogs finally lay down. Sheila right next to the air mattress I was on, and Ruby literally right on top of me. And I can hardly move. This morning, I didn't even pack the tent up. I just rolled it up and threw it in the back of the truck. I just threw everything back in there. There's nothing packed, nothing. It's literally, if I walking up to the bathroom just now, just walking down the little hill, it's like every step is excruciating. I'm not looking forward to a 5-hour ride back home, but and Sheila, bless her little heart. Every little kid, and there's a bunch of them out here, every little kid that comes by, roar, 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 roar. Then across the road, you hear a baby cry, roar, 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 roar. They just do not like being out here in the woods. They have to be right under my feet. It doesn't make... If I sit in a chair, they're right there. You can't get up without moving them out of the way. If I sit at the picnic table, they're right there. You can't. Oh, and then they end up getting tangled up in each other. I guess these dogs are couch potatoes and watch Netflix kind of critters. I don't know. But anyways, we paid for 4 days, but I can't do this anymore. My back is just killing me. I took 2 ibuprofen as soon as I got up this morning. That's like 600 milligrams, 650 milligrams. And it doesn't seem like it's made a dent in it. My back is just unbelievable. It's same thing I did last time, only last time I was able to work through it. This I'm really having trouble with. So we've packed it in. We're headed back home. That's the end of our camping. We're not going to even try it anymore. These 2 dogs just do not like it out here. I've never had dogs that didn't like to be out in the woods and sniff, but I had them on leads so they could go to the edge of the woods and sniff there. Where were they at? Right under my feet, right on top of my head in the bed. Anyways, enough complaining about that. So we're gonna go back over the mountain, and I didn't even bother trying to cook. I can't stand over the stove. I can literally, it's painful sitting here right now. So anyways, that's the end of Ruby and Sheila's camping career. I'm not going to do this again. This is ridiculous. Drive all the way up. We didn't get to go do any of this stuff because there's no way I can go out hiking or anything like that. Hell, I can barely walk. So I mean I have to hold on to stuff just to get out of the truck. All right, that's it. We're done from Carolina Hemlocks Recreation area in Boonesville, North Carolina, something like that. Boone's Barnes. It's really a nice campground. It's a lot noisier than I remember it being a long time ago. There were people playing music and stuff till almost midnight last night. Quiet time starts at 10. There were people walking around hooting and hollering and laughing. We actually had somebody trying to drive the wrong way on the loop and bring in a little bitty camper in the campsite next to us. They were doing that about 11 o'clock last night. So I forgot the lantern because I took it out of the camping stuff when we had the power outage the other day when them storms came through. So we didn't have any lantern. The only thing we had was a flashlight, which worked fine, but I just can't handle these dogs out here because they just aren't normal dogs out in the woods. Maybe one by themselves, but the two of them, because whatever Sheila does, Ruby gets right behind her. Or if Ruby jumps up, Sheila's up. It's non-stop. I can't tell you how frustrating it was trying to get comfortable in that. I mean, the air mattress and everything was comfortable. I had two different kinds of blankets, one for when it was hot and one for when it got colder last night, because it did get chilly last night. You could see your breath this morning. Quite comfortable out, but they would pin you in and you couldn't move, and my back was killing me, and I'm trying to find a position where I can get comfortable, and I can't move because the dogs. And then when I finally move them, then they go round and round and round the tent. Okay, I'm rambling. That's it. I'm done. We're out of here. We're headed back home. Bye-bye, campsite.